The National Film and Video Foundation is an agency of the Department of Arts and Culture that was created with the sole purpose to ignite stories of the South African film industry. It's a story about nurturing uniquely South African narratives through the funding of the development, production, marketing and distribution of films, festival hosting, market and festivals attendance, as well as the training and development of aspiring filmmakers. Our story is about igniting your stories, and we will continue to do so for as long as South Africans have stories to tell. In the past financial year, our story moved in leaps and bounds as we pursued transformation and development across all spheres of the industry. We will continue to play a leading role in addressing the needs of our stakeholders and the broader film community. Our focus towards the growth of youth and women in the industry has yielded positive results through partnerships with various provinces, strategic entities, and community interventions. The National Film and Video Foundation remains committed to fueling the industry. We congratulate all the South Africans who have received both local and international accolades. We assure the industry that we will continually adhere to our duty of implementing strategic priorities with integrity, working towards improving the quality of life for every South African while promoting equality, all through the power of the visual medium.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our closing ceremony and the presentation of the Encounters Awards. I'm Mandisa Zita, and I'm the Festival Director of the 22nd Encounters South African International Documentary Festival. Wow, what a ride it's been. Only 2 short months ago, we were receiving training about how to build a digital cinema and live stream events, and here we are, almost at the end. We had never done this before, and we were the first to try it out in the film industry. And we are delighted that more people have watched our films and Q&As than we've ever seen before. After 10 days of virtual screenings of the best documentaries from around the world, riveting question and answer sessions, informative and thought-provoking industry talks, we finally bid farewell to the 22nd Encounters, the first virtual edition. Against all odds, Encounters has successfully brought the best documentaries to the homes of thousands of viewers across the country, further reinforcing the genre as a medium for building our shared humanity. It is now more important than ever for documentary to shine a lens on real-life experiences, offer us alternative narratives, ignite social movements, and speak truth to power in order to strengthen our democracy. The documentaries featured in our lineup this year have done so successfully. Our heartfelt gratitude to the filmmakers who availed our films in our program. Every filmmaker has endured difficult hardships in completing these films, often at great personal sacrifice and risk. Thank you for allowing us to engage on a deeper level around the issues you presented to us through your films. We have launched some fantastic films from the rest of the African continent, which will go on to travel to other festivals as well. Through the virtual offering, Encounters has produced a rich resource of Q&A sessions with filmmakers, moderated by experts from around various fields, authors, poets, journalists, human rights activists, theater makers, film critics, academics, representatives of religious and legal institutions, and our fellow filmmakers, moderators from all walks of life. This wonderful archive will exist in our online platforms for filmmakers, film graduates, and the public around the world to continue to enjoy. Another enriching resource is the Industry Talks, presenting expert knowledge on the areas of industry opportunities during COVID-19, VR formats, funding, human rights and representation in Africa, business capacity, experiences of women documentary filmmakers in conversations with filmmakers, distribution and impact producing, and global opportunities for the mini docs. Our appreciation to all local and international partners who collaborated on these programs. Encounters is organized by a small team of mostly women who worked with passion and commitment, often putting in long voluntary hours to ensure that the virtual festival is executed to the highest quality. Thank you so much to Sharon, Lizanne, Taryn, Barend, Tara, and Pandora. And thanks to our technical team, Kirby, Krai Kikani, and Daryl Boyes, and Joyce Apika, our publicist, and our InReach coordinator, Sipho Mat, as well as Freddie Ochterop and Peter Manchin. And lastly, of course, a massive, massive thank you also to the Encounters Board, Professor Siraj Rasool, Nodi Murphy, Stephen Markovitz, Azania Mundani, Moroba Nkawe, and Advocate Dumisan Sebeza. After 10 days and thousands of hours of screaming, 7,193 users registered on our virtual cinema, and 28,000 tickets were used. The most viewed films were Influence, How to Steal a Country, Sundance, A Journey to the Heart of Sundance Culture, A New Country, and The Kingmaker. Out of these 5 most viewed films, I am delighted that 4 of them are South African films. Thank you to the Influence team for supporting our efforts to secure resources for Encounter Sustainability by hosting the fundraiser. We sincerely appreciate your generosity and your acknowledgement that Encounters belongs to us all. There's still an opportunity to pay a 100 Rand donation to watch this film tonight. The festival films will be withdrawn at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you to many of you who have donated. Every bit helps. I encourage those of you who have enjoyed the festival from home and shared screenings with your loved ones, please go to the website and donate before it's out of your mind. We thank you all for viewing and engaging. Lastly, we could not have done this without our loyal funders and private sponsors who still came to the party during difficult times. You immediately understood our need to pivot our operations and supported this wholeheartedly, thereby helping us to put on the festival during uncertain times. We now proceed to the next item on our agenda, which is the presentation of the Adiaha Award. The Ladima Foundation will be awarding the Adiaha Prize for Best Documentary by an African Woman Filmmaker. I now welcome a member of the Adiaha jury, Teresa Hill, to present the award.
Thank you, Mandisa. Hi, everyone. My fellow jurors, Dina and Patience, thoroughly enjoyed watching the films in this category, and we were unanimous in our selection of the top 3 films. Coming in at number 3 is Beyond My Steps by Kamilara. Number 2 is Mother to Mother by Sarah de Gouveia. And the winning film is Finding Sally by Tamara Mariam Dawit. We chose this film for its touching exploration of personal and collective history. The filmmaker questions notions of family, identity, belonging, personal conviction, idealism, and political engagement. This film is not only about family history, it's not only personal, it's about a country's history. I would like to introduce Malu van Leeuwen, a Ladima board member, to present the award to Tamara. But before that, we'll play the trailer of Finding Sally. Congratulations.
I grew up in Canada, shrouded. I grew up in Canada, shrouded in my family's collective silence, and raised by my Canadian mother. It wasn't until my late 30s that I moved to Addis Ababa so that I could better understand the country that is in my blood and build a relationship with my father's sisters. At my grandmother's house, I was confronted with a new revelation. I had another aunt, one that no one had ever mentioned.
Sally had disappeared. We don't know where she was. We don't know if she was alive.
She was popular. She was very kind, gentle, but really, really fun-loving. She loved partying. I think initially she fell in love, but whatever it was that he believed in, she did too.
She changed dramatically. I don't know if the word converted is the right word, but she became more involved in the movement than we could have ever imagined.
People were dying left and right. When you are in that kind of situation, you know you will be next.
They were becoming very secretive. They didn't want to be seen with anybody. But for her, yes, it was dangerous.
I think it was a very difficult decision for her to go underground because we were very close. I mean, the family was close.
How could there be a close relative that I know nothing about? I wonder, though, would Sally fit into today's Ethiopia? Would she still be fighting?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you can all hear me. I'm very excited to present the third Adiaha Award Best Documentary from an African woman. And the first two awards were presented at ZIF here in Zanzibar. And tonight it's an honor to present this award at Encounters. Just a few words about who we are as Ladima Foundation and what we do. We're a Pan-African non-profit organization which aims to contribute to correcting the major imbalances within the film, TV, and content industries. And we do this through a number of initiatives, partnerships, collaborations in various countries, and Pan-African networks. And of course, the foundation is committed to developing training, networking, and related opportunities for women professionals who demonstrate their seriousness and commitment to their craft. So the aim of the Adiaha Award is to encourage more African women to direct documentaries and to submit to festivals. And this particular award includes $2,000 towards the director's next film and an invitation to screen the film at the Dortmund Cologne International Women's Film Festival in 2021. So really congratulations to the other two directors, Kamilara and Sarah Dubovea, in third and second place. And now we're very proud to present this Adiaha Award 2020 to Tamara David. I hope you can see it all. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. And Tamara, I think it's over to you now.
Great, thank you so much. This was a wonderful surprise this afternoon. I'm actually in Canada right now because of COVID. So that means I have internet to be able to join this, unlike the situation recently in Ethiopia. And this is just really wonderful. It's really special. I think that my work as a filmmaker really aligns with this award because I really work to encourage filmmakers in Ethiopia and especially women to direct and to tell their stories. And I think it's great to win this for Finding Sally, which is a film about Ethiopian women and their stories, both now and in the past. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Tamara David, for your film winning the Adiaha Award. It has been a real pleasure having Finding Sally in our program, and we've thoroughly enjoyed the discussions around the film. And I hope more people will revisit those discussions and just to find out more about the subject matter. And now it is my pleasure to introduce for our next agenda item, the presentation of the Gauteng Film Commission and Encounters Award for the Best South African and African Film at Encounters this year. I now wish to welcome our long-term funder and supporter, the Gauteng Film Commission, represented by Mr. Desmond Mthembu, who is the Senior Manager of Industry Support and Development. Welcome, Desmond.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure and an honor for us as the GFC to be the long-term partner of Encounters. First of all, we would like to congratulate all the filmmakers from the African continent and also congratulate Encounters Festival organizers for pulling such a great online platform, which has attracted a lot of viewers, as Mandisa has alluded. The year 2020 has not been an easy year for everyone, especially for the human race. The audiovisual sector has not been spared. In spite of everything, it is inspiring to see the documentary filmmaker community overcoming the myriad challenges and persisting with work of such high quality, and to see large audiences embrace the efforts by the storytellers. The Gauteng Film Commission would like to praise the standard of storytelling and exceptional diverse quality of production selected. This year we saw films about the Algerian liberation movement, the legendary South African jazz icon, Gibson Ngumalo, a Kenyan film about land dispossession of the elderly, love and sex scammers from Ghana, 25 years of democracy and history of labor movement in South Africa. Dance featured strongly in the lineup, and so did human rights and corruption, which seemed to be a recurring theme. The virtual cinema allowed for access to broader viewership, and with the Q&A after the sessions, you would see that there was a lot of interest. So with this in mind, I think we must applaud Encounters Festival organizers. With Encounters taking place during Women's Month in South Africa, we'd also wish to congratulate and recognize women filmmakers who have continued to contribute and produce content. And all that we say is that halala mbokodo. I would now hand over to Phumlani Sithebe as the jury member to announce the winners for the Africa and for South African documentary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mthembu. Good evening, all. So I've been given the distinct honor of presenting the winner. And so without further delay, our third place documentary this year is a gritty offering from the streets of Ghana. The lives of the most intricate catfishing clique on the continent are captured beautifully in this piece by Ghanaian swindlers who have their way with unsuspecting marks on the web. Director Ben Asamoah's Sakawa. In second place, we have Teboho Etkin's debut documentary on Chinese migrants in Lesotho, Days of Cannibalism, which is an editorial feat focused on how morals can be dashed in the face of money. It is edited to allow the situation's inadequacies, immorality, and amorality to speak for itself. Our winning film this year is Softy. Softy is an unpredictable, on-the-ground documentary and compelling character portrait set against Kenya's volatile environments of inequality, prejudice, and violence, where election campaigns are won on hard cash and t-shirts. Following the story of brave, bone-faced Softy Mwangi, a photographer turned political activist who took his descent to the streets, this visceral State of the Nation documentary captures the inspiration, patriotism, and conviction of the altruistic endeavor against all odds. We would also like to, we'd also like to offer special mentions to the films Influenced by Richard Poplack and Deanna Neal, Tin Soldiers by Oded Schwegler, listen to my song by Glenn Ujebe Masakwane and How to Steal a Country, and a Huru production helmed by Riyad Desai and Mark Kaplan. Mandisa Zita will be presenting the award certificates, but before we do that, we'll play the trailer of the winning film, Softy. I thank you.
I was born poor, I grew up poor, single mother, 7 kids. I want better for my country, a country where everyone has a decent shot in life. I was born poor, I grew up poor, single mother, 7 kids. I want better for my country, a country where everyone has a decent shot in life. I can't stand the hypocrisy. And every day I got more pissed and more pissed and more pissed and more pissed.
Equality Party is a new political party that brings together citizens who live in a Kenya where everyone is empowered. We may sound like the lone voice in the wilderness, but we're here to stay and reclaim our country. We as Kenyans must rise up and use common sense. And so we are asking for a ballot revolution.
You need to have an Nigeria that you live for, that is worth dying for. I'm going to live for my country.
Congratulations to Sam Soko, for Director of Softy, for winning the Gauteng Film Commission. Apologies. Congratulations to Sam Soko, Director of Softy, for winning the Gauteng Film Commission and Encounters Award for the Best South African and African Film. Your award is on the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you.
Oh, I was wondering if someone's gonna say something, but I want to say thank you so much to Fast to Encounters for making this possible. I'm super proud that we had our first opportunity to share the film in Africa with you, and it's been an incredible honor and experience to be part of the whole process. I want to give a mad crazy shout out to the family in the film. That's Boniface and Jerry, and their 3 kids, Nyla, Nate, and Jabu. And the other people that we work with in the film, that's LBX Africa, I Still Film. We Are Not the Machine, because Softy is such love from us, and it's been a 7-year journey, and we can't wait to share this film with a lot more people, especially in Africa. And we are proud to be part of the amazing, incredible group of African filmmakers who are pushing and insisting to give dignity to the continent and give voice to our stories. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam, and congratulations again for us. It's been a delight and a pleasure to have your film on our lineup this year. We've thoroughly enjoyed the conversations we've had around your film, and we wish you all the best with the rest of the festival run for this year. Thank you so much. So before I close off, I just want to make one more honorable mention, and that is to our super fan of this first ever virtual edition. We'd like to give a special shout out to Solufelo Kwakwa, who's currently on our comments section, for participating in every Q&A on Facebook Watch and asking thought-provoking questions and giving us an opportunity to always engage with her around the forums and the Q&As. Thank you so much, Solufelo. We appreciate your participation. Thank you to everybody who's registered and logged on and watched forums. And thank you once again to all the filmmakers on this program for making it a huge success. We really appreciate it. And we hope we're around to see you next year. There's a few hours to view the films before it all ends. So by 9 a.m., the films will no longer be available. So I hope you'll squeeze in some few hours to enjoy the film. Thank you very much. Good evening.